Do you know how long it takes to go from those plump clusters of grapes on large farms to the bottle of wine you enjoy every day? You might think just about 5 to 6 months is enough. That's not entirely wrong, but the reality is, even the earliest drinking wines take 1 to 2 years, while popular varieties usually need 2 to 3 years. And some exceptional wines even take over 10 years to reach perfection. Have you ever wondered why a bottle of wine takes so much time? Let's discover the reasons behind this long journey together. Today, we will explore the magical journey of transforming a tiny grape into a glass of world-class Cabernet Sauvignon. From cultivation, care, and harvest to the complex processing procedures using the most modern technology. In the spring, from March to April, vineyards in California begin a new planting cycle. The Cabernet Sauvignon variety is carefully selected. This is a premium grape for red wine, possessing excellent adaptability to the warm climate and fertile soil of California. Before planting, the soil must be meticulously prepared. Agricultural experts check the soil pH, nutrient content, and irrigation systems. California soil typically has a pH of 6.0 to 7.0, which is ideal for grapes. Modern plows till the soil to a depth of 12 to 18 inches to create the best environment for root development. A drip irrigation system is installed beforehand. This is an advanced technology that saves up to 60% of water compared to traditional irrigation, while providing consistent water to each plant. Each acre of land requires about 2,000 to 2,700 feet of drip tubing. This is a testament to sustainable American agriculture. Now, it's time to plant. The grape seedlings are planted 6 to 8 feet apart within rows, and the rows are spaced 10 to 12 feet apart. This density is optimal for machinery operation and allows each vine to receive sufficient sunlight. On average, 1 acre can hold between 500 and 700 vines. From planting to the first harvest, the vine needs 2 to 3 years to fully develop. The first year is the most critical stage. Roots must penetrate deep into the soil, and the trunk must be strong enough. During this year, farmers do not let the vine bear fruit, so that energy can be focused on the root system. By the second year, the vine begins to produce its first clusters, but these are not yet high-quality grapes. Farmers perform thinning, removing 50 to 70% of the clusters so the remaining ones receive all the nutrients. This is the secret to creating premium quality grapes. By the third year, the vineyard officially goes into production. Each mature vine can yield 15 to 20 pounds of grapes per year. With a density of 600 vines per acre, the average yield reaches 3.31 to 5.51 tons per acre, an impressive figure for high-tech agriculture. Throughout the growth process, the automatic drip irrigation system operates daily, controlled by soil moisture sensors and weather forecasts. Computers track exactly how much water each plant receives, ensuring not a single drop is wasted. Fertilizers are applied according to a strict scientific schedule. In the spring, grapes need plenty of nitrogen for leaf development. In the summer, they need phosphorus and potassium for fruit ripening. Everything is calculated precisely down to the pound per acre to avoid excess that causes pollution. Pest control is a major challenge. California uses the IPM, Integrated Pest Management Method. Instead of mass spraying chemicals, farmers release beneficial insects to eat pests, use pheromone traps to catch insects, and only use pesticides when absolutely necessary. This is smart and sustainable agriculture. From June to July, grapes begin veraison, the process where the fruit changes color from green to reddish purple. This indicates the grapes are accumulating sugar and developing flavor. Farmers closely monitor the Brix level, a measure of sugar content, which must reach 22 to 26 Brix before harvest. By September to October, about 120 to 140 days after flowering, Cabernet Sauvignon grapes reach perfect ripeness. This is the most dramatic moment. Farmers must harvest at the right time. Too early means a lack of sugar. Too late means the fruit shrivels. Many farms harvest at night or early morning when temperatures are below 65-degree hot to preserve the freshest flavor. There are two harvesting methods, manual and mechanical. Manual harvesting yields the highest quality. Workers carefully cut each cluster and remove damaged fruit right in the vineyard. Each person can pick 1 to 2 tons of grapes per day, selecting only the most perfect clusters. For large farms, mechanical harvesters are the efficient choice. These giants shake the vine branches at a frequency of 4 to 6 hertz, causing the fruit to fall onto a conveyor belt. One machine can harvest 50 to 100 acres per day, 50 times the capacity of manual labor. However, an additional sorting step is still required afterward. Immediately after picking, grapes are loaded onto specialized trucks with cooling systems. Transport time from the vineyard to the winery does not exceed 4 hours to avoid oxidation or premature fermentation. The temperature inside the truck is maintained at 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Upon arrival at the winery, the batch of grapes first goes through a sorting table, a conveyor belt where 10 to 15 workers remove leaves, stems, and substandard fruit. Only perfect grapes are allowed to continue. This is the strictest quality control. Next is cleaning via an industrial washing system. Grapes are bathed in clean, cold water with gentle pressure, removing dust and excess chemicals. Then they are blown dry with filtered air. The entire process takes 3 to 5 minutes. Finally, an AI camera system scans every single grape, automatically rejecting 99% of defective fruit based on color, size, and shape. This technology processes 10 tons of grapes per hour with incredible precision. Welcome to Agriculture 4.0. Now for the fun part. Clean grapes are fed into a machine called a destamer crusher. This machine gently separates the fruit from the stems without breaking the seeds, as broken seeds create bitterness. The grapes are lightly crushed to crack the skins, releasing the juice while keeping the seeds intact. The crushed grape mixture is called must, consisting of juice, skins, and pulp. For red wine, grape skins are extremely important as they contain tannins and anthocyanins, substances that create the beautiful red color and complex flavor. The must is kept at an ideal temperature of 55 to 65 degrees before fermentation. This is the most magical step. The must is pumped into giant stainless steel fermentation tanks, each holding 5,000 to 10,000 gallons. Wine yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is added, starting the conversion of sugar in the grapes into alcohol and CO2. This process lasts 7 to 14 days at a temperature of 75 to 85 degrees C. During fermentation, the grape skins float up, forming a thick cap on the tank surface. To extract color and flavor, the winery performs a pump-over, pumping juice from the bottom to the top, sprinkling it over the layer of skins. This action is repeated 2 to 3 times a day throughout the fermentation process. After 10 to 12 days, the sugar has completely converted to alcohol, reaching an alcohol level of 12 to 14%. At this point, free-run wine is separated first. This is the highest quality portion, accounting for 60 to 70% of the total volume. The remaining skins and sediment will be pressed again to obtain press wine.
Okay, easy now. A little more to the left. All right.
The remaining skins and grape residue are put into a large press. Pressure from 0.5 to 2 bars tightly compresses the mass of skins, extracting an additional 20 to 30% of wine. Press wine has a darker color and stronger tannins and is often blended with free-run wine to create complexity. Red wine requires an additional important step, malolactic fermentation. Lactic acid bacteria convert harsh malic acid into softer lactic acid. This process occurs naturally over 2 to 4 weeks at temperatures of 65 to 75 degrees Celsius, creating the characteristic smoothness of premium red wines. After malolactic fermentation, the wine is racked, transferred to another tank, leaving the dead yeast sediment at the bottom. This process is repeated 2 to 3 times during the first few months, so the wine gradually clarifies and stabilizes. Each racking removes more impurities. This is the step that defines class. Premium Cabernet Sauvignon is aged in French or American oak barrels for 12 to 24 months. Oak imparts flavors of vanilla, spice, and soft tannins to the wine. Each 60-gallon barrel costs $1,000 to $3,000 and is used a maximum of 3 to 4 times. This is a huge investment. During aging, the wine breathes through the pores of the wood, slowly oxidizing to soften the tannins. The wine evaporates 2 to 3% per year through the wood, known as the angel share. Every month, the winemaker must top up, add wine to fill the barrel to avoid excessive oxidation. After aging, the wine needs to be clarified using a method called fining. Substances like egg white protein or bentonite clay are added, binding to impurities and settling to the bottom. This is a natural method used for hundreds of years, safe and 100% effective. Next is filtration through multiple layers. Coarse filtration using cellulose membranes removes large particles, followed by sterile filtration using 0.45 micron membranes to remove remaining bacteria and yeast. Some high-end producers skip this step to preserve the most natural flavor. Final quality control takes place in a modern laboratory. Measuring alcohol content must be exactly 13.5%, pH 3.4 to 3.6, tannins and preservative sulfite levels. Each batch of wine must undergo 15 to 20 different chemical tests before being cleared for bottling. The final wine is pumped into a high-speed automatic bottling line. Modern lines can bottle 6,000 to 12,000 bottles per hour. Clean glass bottles are washed with hot water, dried, then filled with exactly 750 milliliter of wine. Robots check the fill level in every bottle using laser sensors. The cork is a crucial detail. Natural cork from Portuguese cork oak bark is compressed to 60% of its size, inserted into the bottleneck, and then expands to create a perfect seal. Some wineries use synthetic corks or screw caps, but natural cork remains the most premium choice for Cabernet Sauvignon. A metal or plastic capsule is wrapped tightly around the bottleneck, followed by automatic labeling. Each label contains detailed information: vintage year, growing region, alcohol concentration, and volume. An AI camera system checks 100% of the bottles to ensure labels are straight and free of printing errors. The wine bottles are packed into 12 bottle cartons, carefully packaged with protective cushioning layers. Each carton is labeled with a barcode and QR code for complete traceability, from which vineyard it came, the harvest date, to which barrel number it was aged in. This is total transparency. The cases of wine are transported in temperature-controlled trucks at 55 to 65 degree off to distribution centers, liquor stores, and high-end restaurants across the U.S. and exported globally. The U.S. exports $1.5 billion worth of wine annually to over 170 countries. California Cabernet Sauvignon is a national pride. A moderate glass of red wine each day benefits heart health thanks to resveratrol and antioxidants from grape skins. The American wine industry creates jobs for over 1.7 million people, contributing $75 billion to the economy annually. Behind every bottle is the effort of hundreds of people, from farmers to scientists, workers to business people. And there you have it, the 3-year journey of transforming a grape into a world-class red wine. From the sun-drenched vineyards of California, through the skilled hands of farmers, the dedication of scientists, to the most modern technology, all creating a work of art in a bottle.
This vintage is incredible.
I know, right? Cheers, everyone.
To health, happiness, and family. Cheers to that. Absolutely. Cheers, everyone.